So I don't know if we understand that if we continue this way, we'll have the same problems. So when people hear me talk about this One Academy and they get upset and feel that I'm always put, I don't care! Because I know they don't know. I know they don't understand. I know the legal case that has Constantine sitting down, an innocent man, sitting down in jail, is partially our fault. So for me, how can we give up? How can I let someone attempt to steal the ship and make themselves the hero as if they are paying the ultimate price? When the person's paying the ultimate price is the family. One of the reasons I believe, I could be wrong, one of the reasons I believe Dr. Ruja is not wrong is because after she was detained in Germany for 2 days, what did they detain her for? For this project that we are building. After that detainment, she couldn't grasp why the network is not listening to her. So she moved on. She went away. Could you imagine you building a project, and the project that you're building can change the last 700 years of control by all the 1% of the world? How long do you think you can live? So when people ask where is Dr. Ruja, wherever she may be, it doesn't matter. She did her part. She planted the vision for me, she planted the vision for you. She played her role, she played her part. That's how I feel. So, the family that has suffered the most is the Ignator family. Dr. Ruja has gone laying low. She's not missing. If somebody is missing, you have to have a search warrant, a subpoena, something saying that you're searching for her. Nobody's searching for her. She's not visible. If somebody could pull out a search warrant or a subpoena to show that somebody's after her, please do that. To this day, there's not one available. So let's stop with the nonsense that she's missing. She's not missing. She's just not visible. For safety reasons. And if you don't understand safety reasons, please go read the charge that Constantine was charged with. His charge, I'm not going to say verbatim, but I have it there. His charge, in so many words, says conspiracy. Whether you know or you don't know of the crime, we are going to hold you. So whether he knew about the crime or not, you're technically guilty. How you want him to beat that charge? So, he pleaded guilty. A lot of people had a lot to say, said his testimony said this, his testimony said that, his testimony said this. His entire testimony has been restricted and sealed. The person who gave the report is not from the court, is not an official journalist. Who knows who paid him to give the report he gave? But everybody took that person's report as the gospel, as the truth. I don't know. His plea is available for us all to read. His plea, he had to admit to things, whether true or not, to position himself to get out of the U.S. hands. But I don't stop at us. What I do, I look at the industry. And the crypto industry, if you notice, they're targeting certain influential individuals in the industry and arresting them. In the US in particular. The only people that's doing it. What is the number one threat to the US dollar? Cryptocurrency. So when you analyze and you understand all of that, for me to move on from this project, it takes a lot. It must be that the family has decided to quit. It must be that they decide to close down the door of this opportunity. And until they close down the door, why stop? Everyone that leaves say they're trying to save you. From what? What are you saving me from? The level of ungratefulness that is displayed by humans, it is a sin. I watched Dr. Ruja say something, and if I ask a question in this room, it'll be whole truth. Dr. Ruja stood up in the audience and she said, 99% of you didn't know about cryptocurrency until OneLife introduced it to you.
Correct. Correct.
And of that 99%, they now turn around and is trying to tell her how to run the company, or they have the better ideas.
Yes.
So, the legal cases and leaders that left, they all became too smart for me. And every time somebody leaves, they always have a good story. The problem started to exist in a big way after Constantine was arrested. There was no one there to hold the ship together. So now, IMAs started to influence the ears of certain corporate people. Jan Eric is the one who heavily influenced Duncan. I was there, I met them, I know. Habib is the one who heavily influenced Vesselina. I was there, I observed, I know. Because they left, that don't mean we have to crash. So the legal issues, if we are illegal in the US, for example, that don't mean we are legal every other part of the world. The last I checked, we stopped soliciting or doing any business in the US since 2017. Maybe even a little before. The point that I'm making to you is that the legal cases as there, they would go away if we build our brand and sell our product. Leaders that leave, that's okay. They just make room for me and you. That's okay. The website and the crypto office, I cannot say that sabotage took place. All I can say, the technical issue could have been avoided. But it has not been. The company needs time to rectify that problem. You saw in the newsletter, it is of the highest priority of the company to rectify that problem. They know no sales for us means no sales for them. So it's important for them to get the website fixed and working. Do not think it is not as utmost priority for them right now, please. What we have to give understanding to is that this has been the hardest hit of majority of the hits we have taken in all we have experienced. Because the trust in Vesselina that they gave to her was more trust than anyone else that could have hurt them. So let's not act like we were not set back. We cannot just get up and continue business as normal. There's going to be a little lag period. Are you going to quit? From my understanding, Habib project is not even ready yet. So what are you going to join? So that whole saving argument that they attempted to talk about, forget that. We have had an opportunity to meet with the company. And when we say company, we're speaking about Dr. Rusha Mother, speaking about the head accountant, speaking about one of the head lawyers, and speaking about a lawyer, but also Constantine girlfriend, child mother now. Speaking about those 4 individuals who are making decisions right now. When we met with them, they introduced us to other people who are still working in the company. So like the head of IT or the consultant for IT, the marketing department, and someone else, compliance. So the licensing. Because all trust was involved or placed in Vesselina, they don't know the stage of which the licenses are at, or nor do they understand. Could I say that I'm very happy or proud of how the company handled their business? No. There was no checks and balances. There was no actual corporate behavior like a big company that it is. For us, especially for my brother Dow, it's like the company is too big to operate as if they're a corner store or a little business. But because there's so much issues internally, they left everything in the hands of Vesselina. So they still right now trying to communicate to find out the status of these licenses. What last conversation we had with Vesselina, when she called a meeting, or Habib called a meeting in Sofia, October 14th to be exact. That meeting, they shared with us that OneCoin was not approved by the central bank. But the approval of the coin, they did not receive. So they were saying to us, because the coin has not been approved, it don't make sense to open an exchange because there's no coin that can go on the exchange. Sensible. Later today, I will go in depth about why that doesn't matter. I will explain to us why business is about timing. We will speak about the regulations. We will speak about how the plan B, in which they were discussing with us about creating a new coin to mirror the existing coin, not necessary. Unless you want it. So that's a conversation we're going to have openly. What I believe in personally to make business work is transparency. It have people who was here in this room now that was there October 14th. If anything is said out of context or is wrong, please stop me. Please stop Simon. What I understand with transparency, I don't have to remember. When you lie, you have to remember. And not everyone has a memory to remember all lies. So it becomes very difficult for you to live as a liar. A lot of story changes. And when I ask Mr. Habib Zahir certain questions, the story always change. So, this right here, we don't know nothing about. We're going to discuss the real importance a little later. I'll let Simon talk about KYC, the captain, restructuring. I'll let Simon talk about that. I'm going to close off on, but we're talking about the current situation, how we reach here now. So we reached this point where Vesselina was so trusted and was the face that we all know of the company, that when she left, in the minds of everyone, the business was going to crash. Because the narrative that was always shared by Sina and Habib was as if Vesselina was the company. So because they made it seem like she was the company, because she had the power to freeze your account, it made it seem like she was God.
More than a god. More than a god.
However, I didn't fall for that easily. So upon researching, I asked one question that caused a whole lot of problems. Because initially, when Habib was saying, we cannot go with plan B, we have to go with plan C, plan B being the rebranding plan, plan C being his plan, Vesselina submitted her resignation to everyone that was in this group of so-called inner circle of more than 50 people. When I received the resignation, I decided to ask Constantine's girlfriend, how are you going to replace or handle Vesselina's resignation? I received a response, what do you mean? Now, I'm not too smart, right? And I pride myself on not being too smart, because you don't want to outsmart yourself. So when she asked me, what do you mean? I say, hold on. She sent a resignation letter to us. Did she not resign to you? She said, what do you mean? I said, hold on. I screenshot the resignation letter,
Yeah.
and I sent it to her. 2 hours later, I was removed from the group. So was Simon and a couple of his friends. So when my brother messaged me, bro, why are you removed from the group? I said, I don't know the in-betweens.
No, I know.
Because, good day, sir. It was not a problem when I asked Constantine's girlfriend, about plan B, and she said, yes, plan B is on. When we was in a meeting, Habib was celebrating and saying, King, tell them what you did. Tell them you talked to her and it's okay. And I got up and I said, it is okay. Am I talking too fast? Am I talking too fast?
It's okay.
I'm trying to slow down.
I like it.
I'm talking slow.
King.
So, when I asked the question, Habib was excited because it confirmed what he was saying. Why was it okay to confirm plan B, but to confirm plan C, it's a problem? Once again, I'm not too smart. So I realized, wait, something wrong. So I messaged her. I said, you got me removed from the group. Why did you react so fast? She said, I didn't say a name. She said, they're more bastards than I believe. I said, everyone know I'm the only one talking to you. So long story short, because we'll be here till tomorrow to go through all details. Long story short, fast forward, after some weeks, she invited myself to come talk to her because she wanted some advice. She wanted to find out what's really happening. Of course, I'm a small P in the pod, so I call the big P. I called Simon. I said, Simon, I need some help. I said, this is the situation. He said, well, let's go and investigate. He went, he listened to Habib. He could probably tell you that side. I had a Zoom call, so I know everything that they are saying. The company has a different view. So here's what's going to happen. You have one side saying something. You have another side saying something. Me, I choose to believe the company side. Whether what they're saying is true or a lie, based on my commitment and based on the evidence of what I feel, I personally choose to believe this. Others may believe Habib and Vesselina's side for personal gain or personal reasons. I don't know. I know I choose not to believe in everything they're saying. Maybe some of what they're saying has some truth to it. Maybe. I don't know. What I do know, this side here of the company, I prefer. I prefer not to explain to people that there was no option of moving forward, because that's a lie. I prefer when I ask the question, are you going to give up or are you going to fight? The first question I asked them, they said they're going to fight. I prefer that option than the option that they told me there was no other option. So in our meetings, they have decided they want to continue building business and they're open for ideas of how to improve. Because one of the things that Simon and I strongly discussed with them, we cannot continue business like this, or else we have to leave. Because like all of you in here, OneLife is my life. OneLife is your life. We are trusting our life to others. We don't have no control over our life technically. Time for that to change. Time for them to do better. Some people choose to be loyal to individuals instead of the vision. I choose to be loyal to the vision, another individual. You go to their meeting, put away the phone, hide the phone, top secret, everything is a so-called secret. In this meeting, We don't have no secrets. Anything I say, I can say in anyone's face. Everyone breathe the same air I breathe. So I don't need to have any fear.
Oh.
That's how I personally feel. So moving forward, legal cases we can avoid if we sell the right product. We can avoid issues if we sell the right product. We can avoid issues if we don't call ourselves the Bitcoin killer. The things that the former leaders have done that all left. Let's let their behavior and their traits leave with them too. Please. So today's session is really about moving forward, but in the correct way. Some may like, some may not. But one thing I've learned in my life in MLM, and I've been around the industry for some time, it's called the EFW system. Expose to everyone. Fortune is in the follow-up. Work with the willing. So we're going to expose everyone to the truth. We're going to follow up with individuals by creating different groups and doing what's necessary. But most important, you're only going to work with the willing. I'm not carrying any dead weight. To carry my weight is enough. I can't carry others. Sorry. So we are very interested in who's willing to go forward. And in going forward, there's a method. There's a strategy. And we don't want it to be all ours. We want to hear from everyone so we can be included in the process. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Definitely.
So I'm going to turn back over some of the session to Simon. Before I do, we have this young man that just walked in the room. If you could introduce yourself, sir.
Hello, Itwaki from Israel.
From Israel, yes, brother.
Franchise
Franchise holder of Israel.
Hello.
Excellent. Yes, your neighbor. So,
But it's very warm here, yeah? Can we make the condition?
yeah, for me it's very warm, but some people they may be hot. But that window, see if you can crack the window or ask someone. Or you can just take off your clothes.
Feel it like Caribbean.
Not naked.
It's emotional short.
When you say cracking,
So, one of the main reasons why I reached out to Simon Lee is because he oozes passion. I have not seen a more selfless person in this OneLife organization than Mr. Lee. He attends your event, even as master distributor, and he don't try to charge you. He don't ask for anything. He's even paying for his ticket for the event. He's willing to contribute to your event, financially and physically. Whether small or big, he shows up. When you see someone with this type of attitude, with the team of Vietnamese that follow him, even though his team expands all across the globe, how come they following him? How come when he's not there, they're working, seem like they work more? So for me, that's leadership. He's not a dictator. He thinks a lot. To a point. His work ethic is like you wouldn't believe. You swear he's younger than me. The way he operates. And I love that. Married man. So when he comes amongst the team, you don't have to worry about him sleeping with any of your team members. No, it's important to put that information out there.
No allegation.
No allegations against Mr. Lay.
Are you sure?
Of the 3 master distributors, none against him. That speaks to me. So there's no one else for me to reach out to or trust than Mr. Lay. He's not my upline. And when I need help, he's helping me more than I could dream of the uplines that I had in my structure. Incredible. Formulated a way to help me achieve success in the Caribbean. But to get money out, oh jeez, it's a headache. So how could I not trust someone who's going all out for this business? Personally invested with energy, time, money. I don't think we have a better leader that can lead us going forward than Mr. Simon Lee. So if you could help me,
I got him to adjust the condition.
thank you. If you can help me by standing as we welcome our leader, Mr. Simon Lee, to the front of the room.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I still remember like the first time I got this guy in. He's not easy. He's not easy to believe what I say.
At all.
Because at that time, no mining, no Dr. Rusa, nothing. And she has so many years to become the trainer, the MLM, even though he wrote a compensation plan for the MLM in Vietnam. He's very good at that. And nobody in the MLM. So when I talked to him about the one coin, that name, and after he checked a lot of things, and he decided to join. And he always told me, I remember how many times, a lot of times he told me, he want the business, the opportunities, big enough to do. But more important, we have the friend, the partner, the true friend and partners. Business may be sometimes collapse or something, anything can happen. But during the time we work together, we need to find a true friend, true family member, and true business partner, maybe for the future.
Absolutely.
We don't need a lot, a few, that's good enough. And that his command, he stay in touch my heart from that day. And I think, especially in MLM, nobody pay anyone salary. So we follow, we believe, because that's a good leadership. Whatever leaders, so they follow. So I never believe in the dictatorship. You cannot push people. The ranking, the reputations should be earned. You work and you earn it. It's not somebody give you, yes, you are the blue, black, round diamond, you have this one, and people respect you. Maybe not. Maybe from beginning, they don't know you. You get a title. People respect that one, scared about that one. But if we work for a couple months, couple years, and we found out who they are, we cannot control people mindset. So that's why I really respect all the active leaders. When they work, they really want to focus to work. So I don't know, but my personal experience, I appreciate all the event, even though small event or huge event, I really enjoy it. Every time I came, I really find the time, good time to enjoy. And for me, MLM, deal circle event, big or small one, that's a good opportunity for us to celebrate, have fun, have a good result, and continue to find a better solution. It's not the place for us to hate each other. It's not play to come in and create a lot of messes or maybe people hate other people. I don't want that environment. Sometimes I came someplace, even though not my downline. After I left, people say, Simon come there to recruit the people, sell the power pack, get the leader. I said, what the heck is that? That happened everywhere. They don't lie me. They just Simon go there because they want to recruit that leader. Oh my gosh, to be honest, 110,000 people in my team is good enough. And
110.000.
can be retired too. I don't need to so fighting and going down, going like a lot of challenge. So understand, I really want to be with all of you if I have a chance. And I believe friendship, partnership, sister brothership will develop time by time, event by event. It's interaction like that give a lot of things. So I know I have so many friends, many brothers and sisters in this business, and I love it to be the part. Not easy. Some people betray, some people left, some people nap in your back, try to kill you. That's the part of the business. Yeah, and I strongly believe on the journey, I still have many of you. So that's my personal. Thank you, Kim Jen. Thank you a lot that still believe in me. Okay, believe in the company. Thank you. The first part we're talking about the current situation, not finished yet. I still remember October 14 in Sofia when Habib called the meeting. 29 of us who was there. 29 who was in that meeting. In Sofia, 29 of us. Okay, 29 people. Like I mentioned, I came to the meeting and thinking in the meeting. Everything like birthday, I don't know. Tiffany and I, we came, my leader back home said, Simon, if we have 18 days, we can organize event 10,000 people in Vietnam. They told that. You know, and everything like the new group of IC, the new group of the secret leader created by Habib Sina. So that I come there, and when I listen we listen the plan B. With very 3 license, I don't know we really have or not. I don't know yet. The exchange license, but one guy cannot allow to list. The second license, wallet to wallet, remittance license. And the third license, the third party management license, like deposit license. That means you can receive money legally. That's 3 licenses and now we have. Yeah. And definitely the money come from the company, whatever the sale, you know. So that's why Vasina on behalf of the company doing that. That's my understanding. The 4 license supposed to be very powerful on the pipeline. Can get it. That's the digital banking license. So that talk in that meeting. And we just need some more deposit money, and we get that license. We can issue the debit card, on kind of card, you know. And then because no other choice within the plan B is good. No other option, so that's why the plan B that's a good option for us. So we all agree on that one. We all agree on the option, the plan B, you know, take care, more time to develop the software on kind of thing, you know, before we transfer. So that's what I understand. So, and suddenly from 29 people become the 51, 53 people in that group. I don't know you guys. the group get bigger, you know, and the last one more than 50 people in group. Sorry, ask some of us sign NDA, no disclosure. But sorry, in the NOM, one guy know tomorrow if the whole world know. You cannot give them the secret. And I strongly believe, like Jayms mentioned, if you lie, you cannot, because you lie today, maybe the same story, maybe something like different. You cannot remember, because when you lie, you create something in your mind to say something. And you cannot keep the story the same 100 times when you say that. And maybe one time they figure out something wrong with that story. They cannot believe you. So that's why we don't want to, the truth is the truth. If we're not allowed to say, maybe we keep it for the right time to say. So that's why we and I don't know, I remember many times during the last couple of months, we asked why KYC not faster. We just pay the money, junior, 40. We can hire somebody else to do for us. Or maybe we pay for the IT doing that. The people willing to pay. But the answer is no IT, no people working on that. No IT, no people working on that. Just keep the answer that way. I still remember when we said, wow, the deal seeker fee structure very high. Why we not why we accept coin and fiat currency, the fee, lower fee, or maybe we sell the education package for the merchant. We did ask that question because we're thinking if we can have a chance to create the deal seeker merchant package, we can sell, recycle the BV, still can build a team, and people don't need to jump to other organizations under deal seeker. The answer is cannot do because we don't have people. We don't have IT people doing that. We don't have a time to do that. So the answer keep back to me that way. Even though we discussed so many solutions, maybe right, we don't have people. But I think all about the strategy. If you really want to do, we can sit down, have more money somewhere, and can do that. But finally, I found it that the deal seeker merchant package in the new business, when they carry the same concept, doing with the new company. So that confused me. Why we not do it here in the company and keep saying no, cannot do. So that confused me. To be honest, I don't know why I was kicked out of the IC.
It's still down now.
I really don't know why,
He's a mister.
Because you know me.
Yes.
Let's say, right? Many times I ask Habib, whatever the plan, just share with me. If the good for everybody, I support you. And nothing I against. Why I against the new substitute? We already agree on plan B. Maybe the plan C, whatever is okay. But it can support the 316 million people. Just share with me. I support you. But seems like I out of the picture. Just like the story tells to me different every time. And Habib told me, Simon, if you have a good plan, I follow you. He asked me that way. I told, actually I don't have a plan. I don't have a backup plan because I believe 200% with the company. I really want to continue to go. And do you know, to be honest, without 5 years experience in this industry, if you want to have another company, another business plan, 3 or 5 months later you can have. Not difficult. If you want to start your own business, I know maybe many of you here, you have a lot of thinking in your mind. Tokenized on a blockchain, decentralized, the SPA and the network, you can build up build up the new one less than 3 or 5 months. Not difficult. Not difficult. So that's why to be honest, I told him like, I don't have the plan. I follow your plan. And they kicked me out on the way I came to Verona, even though we agreed to meet in Dubai to sit down to listen the new plan. 1 week before that, they told me screenshot of the coin, the account. They told me, and I learned at that time, maybe we cannot transfer the coin to another business, but at least the packet. Let's say that you have a tycoon. So in the new company, you got the same tycoon, maybe equivalent that price, that cost, or maybe higher. So I believe that worst scenario, you can recover the cost of your packet.
Yeah.
But still, I still say the people put a lot of dream on the coin because use the coin, create the usability of one coin. One day they have a good value. But at least worst scenario, we can protect the initial packet. So that's why the screenshot of that one come from the Habib team. So that, yes, that go around. That go around. Some people understand, some people panic. They say, why we do that? What's wrong with the company? What's wrong with the money? So we say that's more like accounting team. You record it in terms something happened which you still have with you. So I asked to sit down and know what's going on. And then I listened to the business plan, many teams, and seemed like only one way to go with the new company. No other way, because why? The website shut down, the office shut down, people lay up, cannot pay salary for everybody, everything died. The company want to sell the network. That's the story. They're so greedy, they want 10 million euro, they want to sell the network, they lay up everybody, and the website will shut down. That's all the story. So, when I listen the new business plan, I keep asking how we can move the people, how to bring the people to the plan. And the answer is, we cannot do anything with OneLife, One Coin member. So much liability, so much coin, and the founder, the family give up. So I have to create a new company and to take care of some good leaders. Some people want to go. Not optional. It's not like if you don't want to go, you don't need to go. So I understand that. But I asked, I need a couple of days to do my homework, to find the fact, the truth. Because like I hear only one story, one way story. So I asked, I should meet the mother, at least face to face. I never met her in person. I met her only one time in Paris event. So I really want to meet the mother. That's all I know right now. To know the mother face to face. At least to see if they really care about the company, the network, and want to fight, continue to do or not. That I want to find the answer from them. So very important. Even though I need to grab some people for translations, I will do. But I cannot answer anything right now because like I haven't met her yet. And seems the whole group don't want me to meet her. They say, mother maybe not in Sofia anymore. She doesn't want to meet anybody. She may be hiding in Germany. Just a lot of stories like that. I say, okay, if they give me the phone number, set up the meeting for me, meet her, I appreciate that. But just like waste your time, you don't
Block.
need to go. You don't need to go because nobody see you. They hide him. Look like the same story right now. The Japanese, the two leaders come here. They say, if you go to Sofia, they arrested you, they kill you.
Oh God, they kill you.
They just told me.
For what?
They say if you come to Sofia, so dangerous, they kill you, they kidnap you, whatever, you know.
Your life.
No, I don't know. That
I heard that New Year's right.
they saw, they feel scared. They asked me this morning, is that?
I heard that 2 years ago.
Malcolm said if we go to Sofia, we target to buy Sofia and build connection.
Yeah, so you don't know the truth.
So that's why maybe they know, maybe Vasilina and Habib know a lot of things I don't know, but I really want to fight the truth. And the last 10 days travel a lot. Travel to Singapore, Bangkok, Sofia, Verona, a lot 2 weeks. And personally, we have a 4 meeting with the company. Who is the company? The head of the lawyer, the legal team, the head of accounting, finance, mother, and consulting girlfriend. So that's why we have a serious meeting with the people in the marketing department, with the people still in charge of the IT. And even though the third party IT consultant, they plan to bring them in to do some other for the operating the website. So we interview, we interview, we come back and still have a couple of meetings this week before the Christmas. All we want to do is to understand the current situation. They really want to do, and we find the better solution to propose them. So that's our key for the last couple of days. And many people, they say, I don't know the situation like that and capable to continue to do or not. But I think if I give up, I drop, I not take the position with Jayms, now maybe really hard for the network. They don't know who to go for. So that's why we say yes, we can take position, but we need to know the fact, the truth with the company. And if the next 1 month, when we know everything layout and we have to work very closely. Management, risk management, operation, communication. That's all area we have to improve.
Yes.
Otherwise, we cannot like that.
Yep.
In critical moment right now, we need to do that and the company really open to talk to us. So that I see the very good side. They never think about to shut down the business. They know the very ridiculous reason. It's not very funny reason why the website shut down, because some people in just forgot to renew. So just some reason is so they say, maybe the next 7 days, some website, if they cannot recall directly, they put to a different domain name. It's okay because they still have on the data. Maybe they put another name, domain name before they find a way to get back the original one. Just they think a lot of solution. It's not they not stop. That for us, I think that's a good intention. Good intention to do that. Maybe later on we will share on after the break time, upgrade the blockchain, for example, and how to make the public people still know the blockchain. We have the blockchain and still decentralized. Remember, right? People right now, many leaders, many people think should be decentralized blockchain, but the company may keep the same centralized blockchain. They have a different reason. So again, KYC and customer service very poor right now. Very, very poor. Nobody take care. No much people. And we propose them a lot of things. We can do different country. It's not like everything.
200, yeah.
So that's okay.
Hurts, yeah.
Later on, we will talk about the GLC because they asked us to do over because a lot of people in GLC, and do nothing. And even though they lost the confidence, they don't understand about one ecosystem on that thing. So we talk about later. Yeah, they're not good. Maybe they're not ready yet. And we need a core team. The people really work. I say talk very cheap. You can talk a lot, day by day, hour by hour. We need action. Yeah. And the agent, definitely, that the current situation. Maybe we talk more. All the member leader, I may say 60-70% always SMS to me when the action day, when. And a lot of pressure. Oh, and they ask about the action. And really funny, really, I don't know. The company is under that pressure too. They thought maybe after the upgrading very, very fast, for generation of the blockchain, and maybe they go to agent. And I asked the company how to keep the price of the one when we go to agent. They have no clue, no idea. So later on, we will open to discuss. We put the one coin to exchange, and they crack to a couple cents. Do we want it or not? So we will talk about that in show. Very open for this one. And so again, before the Christmas, we still have a couple very critical meetings with the company. We get more insight to know what's going on in terms of the daily operation, daily expense on that thing. If we can find a way to support the company. So Ken and Jayms and I, we want to do that. My background in finance accounting too, so that's why I really want to see the figure, the number. I want to analyze it. And the key thing is the company really want to move forward, and they need our help. They don't know the network. That part they don't know. They don't know how to handle the chaos, something like people so scared, fear, And in the past, they put in the wrong leader, the wrong people. They put the trust, and suddenly they missed the company. So that's why it's not easy for us to come in and they open everything. But right now they really need us to work very closely with them. So that's it. Let's open for maybe 15 more minutes for the Q&A question, or something, regarding the current situation first. Because the next after that we talk about what we need to do. More important, how to move from now. Move on.